Hello, 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 and welcome back to another episode of Spooked Coast to Coast.
Hey, y'all.
Hello.
This nice hair, guys.
Oh,
Nice.
I wasn't like this when he left. So now that he showed up, he's like, "Who the fuck are you?
I didn't even realize
What you doing with my wife?"
I just sat down. I've been driving for the past 2 hours, and the rain.
Not late.
No, it was kind of scary because on the way back, 4 cars had hydroplanes.
Yes, I saw it.
Oh, shit.
So it's kind of
It's really
scary when you see like all these folks doing that. But
Hey, GD. It was raining really bad here, too.
Yeah.
That's crazy how you guys are raining at the same time.
It hasn't rained in days, really. And then it just came out of nowhere. I was in the bathroom and I could hear a little think, 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 and I was like, "Uh-oh." You had just left, and I was like, just in time, yeah.
Oh,
For
wow.
real.
And then right when he's closer to coming back, because I called him, and then I was like, oh, like kind of like get a feel for like where he was at.
Mhm.
It was about I guess 20 minutes away, and then it started pouring. I was like, oh,
That's us, too. As soon as we got home last night, it was pouring.
Yeah, you could
I was
barely
like,
see
thank you, Mother Nature.
barely see the road through the windshield. It was like, oh,
But then it stopped. And then as soon as we came in, 5 minutes later, it was pouring. I was like,
Yeah.
thank God she waited till we were inside.
yeah,
You know?
basically. Like
Yeah.
just and look, it stopped actually. Now that the girls are in here, and I was like, leave your shoes out there. I was doing all this drama. Yeah, I'm doing all the hand gestures out there.
For real. But to the 4 people that I did see out there, I hope and pray that you guys made it home safe. Good juju your way.
For
For sure.
Yeah, and how besides that, Joy and Joey, how was your weekend, man?
It was good. It was really good.
it's good.
We went to
So far, so good.
we went to a friend's house. We did a little session there.
Yeah.
It was cool. Yeah.
True.
Yours?
Our weekend was awesome, man. I worked, so that was the only thing that sucked. But we saw 3 good movies this weekend.
we went to the movies all damn weekend. We went Friday, Saturday, and today.
Oh God,
nice.
you're gonna make him talk shit to me now because you mentioned movies.
We didn't have the girls with us, so we had to take
Oh, nice.
full advantage, which we did.
Yeah.
Saw 3 movies. Highly recommend Project Hail Mary.
Project Hail Mary is really good.
Normal
and
is
and
what
it
we
was
saw today.
and it was a random one that I picked out. It was called Normal.
Yeah.
Very good. If you like Better Call Saul, it's the guy who plays Saul.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Okay. He wanted to go see that movie you guys talked about last weekend.
The Mummy.
Mummy. Yeah.
Definitely go check that out.
Yeah.
Everybody's been telling me they're like, yo, that thing is
So-
good.
He's like, they're going to movies. I'm like, you didn't remind me.
Go check it out in the theater.
Watch
It's
that
very
one,
well.
and if you can, watch Project Hail Mary. The other movie we saw was Over My Dead Body, which was really good too. If you're into Jason Segel films, dude's hilarious. Man, I joined Jenny's class, had a phenomenal time.
Oh,
there.
okay. So I'm
Oh,
doing
yeah.
a psychic development class. It's a 5. We're doing a 5-week, but the thing is, it's every 2 weeks. So yesterday was week 4.
Mm-hmm.
And since we didn't have the girls, I dragged him along with me, and then he did fucking great. He did really good because yesterday we were doing psychometry. We were doing psychometry, which is you hold an object and you read off of it. So she had everybody bring something, and we put it in a bag, and then she put it in a bag, and then everybody. You can't see inside a bag. It's a dark bag, and then so everybody got a chance to hold it, and this is like spit out what we thought about it, and then and then the person whoever owned the item was saying, hey, you got this right or whatever, or like what was right about what everybody said, and it was really fun. So
Mondo's third eye is opening more and more and more.
oh, he's good. Girl, he's good. You don't even know. Like, trust me.
Mondo.
I was not to brag or anything.
He did really good. And then she upped the amp, and then she was like, all right. The one thing that we did the first class, we did this time around. I guess she wanted to test out because she saw how people were doing.
Yeah.
She had everybody we faced the wall, and then everybody's behind the people. There's 2 people facing the wall, was Armando and somebody else, and then everybody took turns. People that took turns, and then we just basically try to pull in whoever's in the room. And then he pulled in a guy. He pulled in somebody. Completed was there. I knew where the guy was standing originally, and then that's pointed out. He didn't know that because we didn't talk about it during class.
Oh wow.
And it was somebody's grandfather who was in the classroom. Like the person validated, yes, this is my person. Fucking great. It was really, really, really good. So yeah,
it was
Brett,
sick too.
Get your flowers.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you. No, and they were like, oh, like we're gonna do this exercise, and I was like, bruh, this is kind of like a Estes session. I was like, let me flourish right now, my Estes.
Let me flourish.
But yeah, man, weekend was awesome. But you know what? I'm actually excited to go chop it up on this episode with another couple. So babe,
I love the paranormal couples, man. Let me tell you, I love it.
It's cool because we get to see how they do their thing. So I'm interested to see about Paul and Cindy. So somebody, I just saw Ali did oop to you guys. Knock it down.
It's me. All right. So this week we welcome guests Paul and Cindy. They are founders of Paranormal 24/7, and they are the heart behind This and That Desert Treasures, which is located in Yucca Valley, California. There, it's like a thrift shop. They're doing paranormal investigations there. Last night they had a paranormal investigation live with Cody from
Echoes Unseen.
Now Echoes Unseen used to be,
but he was our good friend with Sean, the new reality that we had in season 1 or year 1. Sorry.
Yeah. So Cody was on there last night. You can go back on Echoes Unseen and check that investigation out. They unveiled some dolls that were inside of a box, some Raggedy Ann dolls, and they also went to there's like a coffin there. We'll see what that coffin is now when we talk to them. So let's welcome in Paul and Cindy.
Welcome, guys.
Hey guys. Here. Thank you for having us.
You.
So, Joy.
Yes.
What do you want to ask? I know you want to ask. Oh yeah, and Joy's investigated this place.
I did. I got a chance to meet them. They're awesome. Paul and Cindy are awesome people. Their store is absolutely amazing. That's the store. Last weekend we were talking about. He was like, "It would have been better if I wasn't shopping." It was their store. Joy would have time, or I don't know what he said, but
could you imagine like you're starting to do a recording session and all of a sudden Joy's over there like buying shit.
I am. I was like, oh, look at that crystal ball.
And I told you, she should have took that thing. You should have took it.
I want it. Don't tell me. Don't tell me.
So, Paul and Cindy, let us know, how did you get started with the shop? Was it originally always just a store and then it turned into something paranormal, or how did that go for you?
True.
I'll let Cindy answer that.
Well, I've always been into the paranormal. Since I was 5, I was able to see full body apparitions. And as I grew older, it just, my family always said, you're crazy, you're not seeing that. And so as I got older, I blocked it out until I had children of my own and they started seeing. So I got back into it so that way I can help them understand what was going on. But how we got into the thrift store was I was in another antique store and I outgrew it. So I said, let's get our own. So we got our own, and we just, from probably like after being here a week, we started seeing little movements on the cameras at night. So I was telling him, do we have rats or what's going on in here, right? So we started looking into it more, and we started seeing things falling in the middle of the night, and just it went on from there. So we've been documenting for the last 10 years now from the store.
Wow, so you guys been there 10 years.
Wow. I didn't know
10
that.
Years.
Wow, I didn't even think to ask. Wow.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah. It was just our 10-year anniversary this April.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yes.
Congratulations
on that. Awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I got into the paranormal because of her.
Yeah, same.
Because it follows me. It follows me. That's why my IG is They Stay With You, because they stay. They come wherever I go. So.
Trust me, definitely do.
Yeah.
Oh, Paul, what was your first experience with the paranormal?
Mm-hmm.
Exorcism.
Oh,
when I
shit.
performed my first exorcism.
What?
Yeah.
That's
Wait,
a hell of-
did you have
Yeah.
experience prior to
sorry?
that? Were you experience?
No,
Did you have an experience prior to that?
No. Were you experienced at performing an exorcism?
no,
prior?
that was no.
What?
The first thing I did was just go grab my Bible because we're into Santa Muerte. So
Uh-huh.
I had at the time, I had a Santa Muerte Bible, and it had all the prayers in there and stuff like that. Like Archangel, the Hail Mary, Our Father who art in heaven, prayers as long as well in it. So I went to go grab my book. I went to go grab a crucifix that was from her dad's home. Probably about like that. That was it. I was at work, and so at the time we did an investigation, and it happened after that.
Mhm.
And when they called me, said, "Hurry, you need to come and get here." And the first thing I just went home, grabbed that crucifix, grabbed my Santa Muerte Bible, and holy water and some Palo Santo, and headed over. And
It came natural to you, like you
it
knew.
just came natural.
Yeah,
Everything just came natural.
Yeah,
So,
that's cool.
and then they just started coming after that.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
You weren't scared, so that's one that's
No.
really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, never scared.
Yeah.
And then faith.
To you, that's
Yeah.
literally the paranormal equivalent to getting thrown into the deep end. Like,
Yeah.
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 The possession, yeah, for sure. That's not like your average. Oh, I seen a ghost. No, this is like
No, like if you have that calling naturally, then yeah, it's like what you did that.
yeah, it's meant. Yeah.
Yeah, and maybe it was too. It was like for everything I experienced before, and then maybe it was like a test or something thrown at me to see, because God has a plan for all of us, right? So maybe that was my plan. He had a plan for me to help people in that way and families and to do this kind of work. Well, he's gonna say, well, let me test your faith in me, and let me test your fears and things like that when it comes to this kind of stuff from what you experienced before, and see if you can handle it and continue moving forward to help these people.
Yeah, to see if you got
Yeah.
scared or
Yeah.
I love that. I think absolutely yes.
That's an awesome response, man. That's literally a Bible verse. Like God gives the toughest the
Tests and
toughest
trials.
things
Yeah.
to his
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you
That's
say?
awesome.
Dave?
No, I was gonna say, how long did the exorcism take, and what was the
outcome?
name of the thing
So,
that you got rid of?
So like I'm in the process of writing my book called The Exorcist and the Demonic, because going back to it, I was possessed at one time, and in dealing with the demonic and studying demonology.
Mhm.
So in the book, we have possession, demonic possession.
Right.
But in the book, I like to talk about new possession, like energy possession.
Yeah.
So that's what it basically was just the energy from a prior resident that was there, that had that negative energy, that left that residue and all that stagnant there at the home, that caused all that to happen, manifest into her.
But
I
it
never
was-
knew there was an energy possession. I always thought it was like, movies. Your typical
Yeah.
movie is like a demonic. It's like Zozo or whatever.
Yeah.
you
Well,
know?
that's like us myself, as a demonologist, study this type of stuff, that is not just regular demonic possession. There's other possessions. We can actually possess ourselves by just our fears and things. The devil doesn't necessarily have to possess us.
Right.
We can do that, on our own and things like that, and by our fears and other things that affect our life and things, stuff that we deal with, like alcohol, drugs, schizophrenia, depression, and suicide, stuff like that.
True.
I agree. I
But
think that
back to your question,
Oh, yeah.
it took us 6.5 hours. It took us 6.5 hours of prayer over her. He was doing the prayers. My daughter and I were cleansing out every single room of the house while he was praying over her. After 6.5 hours, the demon released off of her, and you could see her skin color come back to normal. You could see her breathing normal, and she was able to sit up, and she was doing fine right after that.
How did she do it like long term after that? Was she okay?
So I seen her probably like 3 or 4 months later at the grocery store, and I went up to her, and she did not know who I was. So it was like erased from her memory.
Yeah, wiped. Wow.
Yeah. I was like, what do you mean you don't remember me?
And she's like,
I was like,
"What's that for 6 hours trying to get something out of you?"
right?
Yeah,
My
bro.
gosh.
Jeez.
What was the name of the thing that was inside of her?
It didn't have no name. There was no name that came out. Like I said, it was just the energy, energy that was there. Yeah, because it wasn't a demonic possession. Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, that's crazy.
And when the thing happened to you, was that prior to that experience or was it after?
Years prior. It was years prior. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Do you want to talk about it? Or?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So,
Yeah, tell us about it.
so we worked at this facility before where I encountered something demonic there. You know, I was just doing things I shouldn't have been doing, and you know, also dealing with alcoholism and stuff like that, and just I end up getting possessed by this. I think it is Beelzebub that is the one that possessed me. And because he's always around in the store, he's always calling me out. We're always like challenging each other, kind of really, you know. He's, you know, I call him out when we do investigations. Well, like, show me, knock down, you know, if you're the person you say you are, you know, knock down something and things like that, you know. Or he'll call out my name. He says, "I'm here. I see you in my dreams," things like that, you know. So I was just at the time dealing with alcoholism, just doing things I shouldn't have been doing. And just I wasn't the person. Like, I have photos like you can see. I don't know if did you show
No.
the time. So I have photos like, you know, the time, you know, I didn't look like myself, you know, the way, you know, my actions were and stuff like that. And you know, and I wanted to, one time I told my daughter and my wife were at home. I used to get thoughts of like just running people off the road, like crashing, just seeing the visions and stuff like that. And I told my wife and them I was gonna kill them. And I was gonna set the house on fire and leave.
And we were just watching TV, and out of the blue, he comes and tells us that. We're like, what the?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're like, oh, heck no.
So, but all that, prior to all that, there was just a lot of crazy stuff that's happened. We had, you know, from the shop, we had another space on the opposite side, and she secretly did contacted somebody, and at the time they did a FaceTime call, and he actually did an exorcism on me in the shop.
Wow.
I had to do it behind his back. Yeah, I had to do it behind his back because I knew if I were to tell him what I was doing, he would have been like, "Oh no."
Who knows what could have happened? I could have flipped. I could have, you know, killed them right here on the spot. Who knows?
Yeah.
But I'm glad she did it, and I'm glad, you know, you know, from all that, I'm the person that I am today. You know, and able to. Like a life lesson learned from all that, you know, what could have happened, and able to teach other people and help other people and stuff like that.
Wow, that's crazy. How long did it take for you?
He told me that after probably about 2 weeks, he would go back to being the normal person that he was. And I did see it like gradually each day. There was steps to him getting a lot better.
So you were
there was a point where I would go to sleep and I would pray over, you know, Saint Michael. I would put crosses on his head as he was sleeping, and
I know this now.
It was scary. I was getting ready to pack up and just, you know, leave my store behind, leave everything.
If it gets to that point, definitely,
But thankfully, you know, the Lord gave me, you know, the great contact that I got, and it helped. It worked.
I got chills. I got chills on my freaking arm.
For real?
Yeah. Imagine getting
how it is really like
getting to the point where it's affecting your marriage, like you're ready to walk away. That's bad. Yeah,
that's not only from him, but my fantastic story.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, I'm done.
Yeah,
that's why. And he's still there though. The thing that was messing with you and possessing you.
He's still here. I got affected by it about a couple months ago. Again, where I almost thought I was getting possessed because I was in a dream, and we were going to Laughlin that weekend, and I woke up possessed. So I was in the dream. I don't know why, but I was in my dream. I was cheating on Cindy in my dream. I don't know why.
I remember you telling it. Yeah.
So, and then I was like fighting with her, like I was possessed, and I was like attacking her, and this guy there was a rail, kind of looked like a school maybe, and like some steps, and I was attacking her, like ready to choke her, and then this guy came up and then hit me like right here, and I woke up feeling the hit still and still possessed. So that trip to Laughlin, I was just mad at the world. I was just like
here's the
mad
kicker.
at her. Yeah,
He was mad at her, but he was the one cheating.
Yeah, and yeah, right. So then
he was the one cheating, but he's mad at her.
I'm mad at her, right? So we took a friend with us from Big Bear, and I was like talking to him, cool with him, you know, but I was just giving her the evil looks, everything. And I have my holy water everywhere I go. I always take it with me, but I wasn't attempted to spray it on me until like later. So then we get to the first thrift store, and I'm like, F this, and I don't want to be here. I just want to go home. I was just angry. All the way until like this thrift store, I could see she was getting worked up, and you know she wasn't feeling good, and that's when it kicked. And I know, and then I started doing the holy water, and that's when I know it started affecting her, and I got concerned and worried. And then I was like, okay, you know, we got to do something about this, and I got to overcome. I caught it, and I got to overcome what's going on here. Yeah.
That's good that you caught it and you acknowledged it before it got bad again, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Cindy's probably like, I'm not doing this shit again.
I'm not doing this shit again. Yeah.
But I didn't let it affect me. I still kept shopping.
Yeah.
I said, you want to be mad? You can be mad. I'm shopping. I need to fill up my store.
Yeah, I got time for this.
But he's always around. He's always around. Yeah, he always tries to test me and stuff like that, and come in my dreams. After like my first exorcism, I used to have demonic possession dreams every single night. Every single night.
Wow.
But he's always right there. He still tries to push my buttons.
That's crazy.
And then
good overpowers evil, so
yeah, I believe.
Yeah, since you're trying to help people, it's going to test you. You know what I'm saying? It's
gonna he's gonna put distractions and stuff like that. You know, especially when I try, and it does happen. It does happen. We did a couple of house cleansings and blessings, and as you know, I get geared up and get ready to go to fight and battle and stuff like that through prayer and stuff like that, and he starts tongue twisting my words. I'm reading out of the scripture, and I start, wait a minute, go back and have to read again, or he'll put something make me want to say something bad or negative in there, and I have to stop myself and take a step back. Yeah, so he does that a lot.
Wow. So he was there the whole time we were there.
Yes.
I'm just kidding.
You signed the waiver.
That's probably the one that was being freaking rude to me.
Oh yeah, that's right. You were saying that.
Yeah.
It was like, no, you know my yes, no. I'm like, damn.
Right? Or when it started calling us names.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I was like, what the heck?
They have awesome. If you guys ever make it to California, definitely check out their shop just to see what they have too. Just not for the paranormal aspect, but you know what they have there. It's really cool.
No, yeah, I agree. Me and Jenny were just gonna go to California just to go to their shop and leave.
For sure.
What about Joy and Joy?
Only the first floor. I only got time for Paul and Cindy. One couple only.
So Joy and Joey, make sure you're here when they come.
I hope they call me and let me know. I hope so. They're gonna be like, we've been to their store. I'd be like, what?
So Cindy, I wanted to ask, since you were seeing stuff since you were young, did it scare you at first, or did you realize what was going on?
Oh yeah, I was scared. As a child, I was always putting my bed inside my parents' bedroom, and I still always seen those apparitions. But the only thing is, they would always stop at the door and just watch me. They would never come closer to me. They, and then I would sometimes have dreams like getting bit by a vampire. And then when I wake up, my neck would be throbbing. And so that was kind of freaky as a child too. But yeah, it was just a wild thing that I grew up with. I think my sisters seen it too, but they just like blocked it all out.
How old were you? Did you say how old you were?
I started at 5.
5 years old.
5 years old, yeah.
Cindy, and you were saying that your children also see
Sensitive.
spirit and are sensitive as well. Did they start off at the same age or a little
Same
older?
age. The same age, yeah.
Wow.
It was crazy. It was crazy because back when my daughter was 5 and she started experiencing, we went on a talk show called Mark and Brian. I don't know if you guys remember that. But it was a famous talk show, and I told my story on there of what was happening currently with my youngest daughter. And years later, we see the same exact thing that we were experiencing, but on TV on a haunting. So I don't know if they got that storyline from my story that I told on the radio or what, but they used the same exact name as, what she was talking to and dealing with. And also, she saw it playing with a fire truck, and they had a fire truck in the movie A Haunting. I was like, whoa, that's like reliving the whole thing all over again. We just actually watched it this weekend.
That's crazy.
Yo, somebody owed Paul and Cindy money.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah.
Trademark your story. Shit.
And then my youngest daughter, she also started seeing at 5 years old. And she was actually seeing the same thing I was seeing at 5 years old. So we ended up speaking to a witch, and she told us that that was like a generational curse. And so my daughter would have to break that. So she told her what to do. My daughter did it. I think she was about 16 years old at the time because she kept seeing it.
Mhm.
And she did exactly what the lady told her to do, and boom, she's gone. She hasn't been seen anymore.
Awesome.
Wow, that's good.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's
good. At least you had that help with that person.
Right. God always brings me good people. So
yeah.
I'm truly blessed that way.
Wow. Well, does it scare you now as far as with the store or anything? Like,
I was gonna ask that.
Yeah. Or not?
Yeah.
No, it doesn't scare me now because my faith is so strong in the Lord that I know that what I do, He guides me places and He takes care of the work. Like when we do cleansings and blessings and stuff like that, when He does his exorcisms, it's not us doing the work, it's God doing the work. So yeah. He just leads us there.
Yeah.
And I always that's what I always pray for at night. God, only bring us the people that we can help.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say that too.
Yeah.
Do you interview? Sorry, go ahead. What were you gonna say, Cindy? Sorry.
I was gonna say we always get challenged here too because there's a lot of people that do the same kind of things that we do, but they charge a lot of money for that. And since Paul and I do it for free, they're always sending witchcraft our way to try and break us down because we do it for free. They feel like we're taking money out of their pockets.
Wow. Yeah, you're supposed. I mean, not that you're supposed to do it for free, but for the most part, you're there to help. You're there to serve, right? And then there's people like here in Miami, voodoo is very big down here in 𝚘𝚘𝙛𝚎. So when one person can get cleansed or do a job or whatever, there's other people, I mean, they get shafted. You have no idea. I'm talking about like, well, it didn't work completely. It's because, I need more items. So I need another $800 here, this and that. Next thing you know, you're talking about like 5K.
Right.
And I've seen it myself. I grew up here. It's rampant here. So people will be like, like $3,000 later and this and that. And you're having
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
And that's why we do the tours and we charge, $25 a tour. All that money goes towards us using supplies for people that we help.
That's awesome.
What is the process like if somebody calls you and says they need help? Do you interview them first, or how does how do you make the decision to
Yeah, it depends what the situation is. If it's just a basic house cleansing and or a blessing, then we go and get our kit ready and stuff for basic cleansing and blessing. But when it's an investigation, they fill out paperwork, just so we're not repeating the same questions over, or when we get there, they'll fill out a little form, and then this way we just go back on that form and check things off, and have to only do it once, and then we'll set up our devices, whatever they allow us to do to investigate or what we feel, and and stuff like that.
Wow. I think that's awesome how you guys don't charge. I mean, I think if they wanted to donate something, right?
Yeah.
Into it. Yeah. Because people don't realize not only does it cost for the materials, it costs for the gas to get there.
Cost for the gas, yeah. And that's why the donation, we just haven't put it in we don't like to take it personally. We'll just say, just stop by the shop or put it in the little drop box and stuff like that. And this way it's better that way,
Yeah. I think it just shows people genuine. They care about people when they don't charge or ask for, I mean, but obviously you don't want to be taken advantage of either, but
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
So I think that's awesome. I appreciate
Yeah, because there has been cases that we've cleared everything out, but then the people continue to look for it, and it's like they're welcoming it back into their home. So then we have to go a second time, a third time. And so, we have to tell them, you know what? This is the last time we're going to do it, because you keep welcoming it back. Yeah, you keep looking for it and inviting it back in. So you got to just trust the process and just let it go and not look for it anymore.
Yeah,
I hear that a lot. And the people who do like residentials and stuff like that, and bring in like, something more stronger to clear stuff out, and they end up doing the same thing. We were talking about that with Bill not that long ago.
Correct.
And it was like an example. Same girl, she was astral traveling to reach I don't know who, and she had to get a really big intervention because she kept doing it, and they told her, like, you can't keep doing this. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Not leaving your body.
They don't want to do the homework, or they keep doing the same shit over again.
That's it. They don't want to do the homework.
Yeah.
He had given her something for her to do, and then I think he went back like a week later, and it looked like it wasn't even touched because he was.
Oh no! He just left it like he left on the counter. Okay, I need you to do this and this and this and that. And then he came back to the house, and I was sitting there right where he left it. He comes in, he's like, okay, and then and the same thing is happening. I'm like, well, yeah, you're not doing anything, and then you're still on top of that. That happens a lot more than you realize. Yeah.
I wonder what they do that. Is it because they're curious, or because they just like the thrill of it, and then they get scary and they're like, oh no,
Well, sometimes evil detours them because them to get the help that they need.
Our friend Chaz.
Yeah, she said, I love that I found this couple through you. So that's good.
Thank
They're
you.
awesome.
Yes. So at the store, so far in your 10 years that you have been there, what is the most, other than what kind of like want to mess with you, Paul, what would you say is the craziest item you received that maybe has like an attachment, or like what's the craziest thing that's happened?
Wow.
He's disappearing. He's disappearing.
Last night.
Well, last night was pretty wild. With the coffin, with Cody being in the coffin, that was pretty wild experiencing that, where it just lifted up and started and shook and everything. Seeing that, being right there, right next to him when he was in the coffin doing the Estes method. But besides that, I mean, I experienced so much stuff. I've seen pretty much everything.
But wasn't there a video with a hand behind the clothes?
Well, that's what I was going to mention.
Yeah, there was a hand.
That is wild. That footage is crazy.
Yeah. Oh, so video. And then when we were there, remember I told you I felt like somebody was rushing towards me, and it freaked me out, but I don't have it on camera. I wonder if that was that same thing with the hand, because it was in that. Maybe. It was right next to the clothing in the other room, right? I don't know, but
yeah.
Now that you mentioned that, the hand, because there's other. Okay, so we have some videos that we're gonna show the audience. And there's two videos that have clothes racks that kind of like fall and stuff like that. Now I'm thinking about it. Was that hand on that clothes rack also? Is that the same clothes rack?
No,
No,
it's
those
different.
are different. Yeah, those are
Different
different
one?
ones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But that shit is creepy.
I
Like,
really pay attention.
literally,
I missed it a few times. I had to watch it a couple times to see it because it's just kind of like, ugh.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's nuts. And now, okay, so backstory to that. We can let's just show it.
Let's show it.
Let's show that video.
Wait,
but
first, let's say what's up, David.
what's up, Dave?
bro?
So
David?
that video, because I did see the person who originally posted it.
Mhm.
They said that they took a live photo. So if everybody knows on your phone, you know, instead of snapping pictures, there's an option for a live photo, so it
Yeah.
captures like a couple seconds
Like 3
prior
seconds.
to that, and that's how they caught this.
Mhm.
And I was actually experimenting with that because I seen somewhere else, I don't know, online. It wasn't this photo, but I was like, oh crap! But I wanted to do that because of that. Because
Yeah.
I can't remember what other photo I had seen. It was like a shadow or something that had popped out, but the person was taking pictures, like still shots, and then in one of them something had walked, but it was a live photo on top of that. So
Mhm.
let me try to find out clothes rack. So I'm gonna try to see if I can let me see if I can slow. I actually, I can slow it down.
With the or like you have to move it, right? Am I frozen?
No, you're not.
Oh, you look like you guys were all frozen.
No.
We're just being quiet.
Nobody's blinking. I'm like, am I frozen?
Hold on. No. You're good. You're good.
Well, Joy lost the staring contest.
My computer freezes a lot, so I'm like, oh shit. Okay, here it is. Oh my god.
I'm gonna actually slow this down. And you're gonna, because it's pretty fast. So I slowed it down the slowest I can go on here. So if you can you all see my mouse?
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, right here, guys, is where everybody's gonna be looking at.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, so she was counting, like she was telling Spirit, I'm gonna start taking pictures. And she freaks out. I love that reaction. Oh god. So you see something here move up. I'm gonna go back.
Yeah. I love you. Be careful.
That was
guys
like,
see that? It's hard to
let me go like a little faster now.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, go.
Right there. Did you see the white hands, the white fingers?
3, 2, 1, go.
It was like
fingers going like this, and
yeah,
then
like here I am. Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, like yikes for real. What's up, ATP? Thank you.
Hey.
So yeah, that was creepy.
So that actually
Clothing
happened
rack.
a few weeks ago when we had a bunch of content creators come to our store. And we did a little dinner out front for them, and then we let them all come in and investigate, and that's when they caught that.
Wow,
that's crazy. What clothing rack was it? Is it closer to the where the register is, or is it further in the back?
In the back in the museum, back where where the box was.
Oh yeah,
the dolls. So you know where the TV is, where the Paranormal 24/7 banner. That clothes rack right there, where the window. Yeah.
Oh,
it's close to the museum.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
V and God, I'm gonna send you guys that so you can see it on your phone, like even better. Like,
yeah.
People in the chat were saying, yeah,
I love it.
I saw it and I was like, you can see the fingers on it. Like, if you're looking at your phone, it's hard to see it through here.
Yeah.
On your phone, you can actually see fingers. It's gross.
That doesn't creep you guys out? Like
it's creepy.
No? Oh
No.
my! I mean, I'm sure you guys seen a lot of stuff. But,
I've seen a lot of stuff.
I just think it's really cool that we caught it on camera, on film.
Okay. That's what
there's a lot of things here that happens, and it's out of the camera's view. So I'm like, oh man! So catching it is really, really exciting.
Yeah, that would freak. I mean, even though I know it's haunted, I think I would still be a little creeped, a little bit creeped out. Like I'd be looking for that hand.
Last night's adventure was pretty creepy. You know, to see it firsthand right there was really creepy.
Gosh.
So, do you have one specifically that you wanna? Okay, you know what? Since we're talking about the clothes rack, let me pull up the clothes rack one, or a couple of the clothes rack too. Hold on. Let me pull up that real quick. So this is the clothes rack that I was talking about, and this had went over twice.
Bro.
It was a hand.
I don't want to get copyright strike.
It's the hand. It was the hand.
That wasn't
And
the
it's
thing.
weird because when the clothes racks fall, it always seems like it's getting pulled from one end and getting pulled over. So who knows? It could be that hand.
Did you
The
send him
hand
the
was
other
like-
one? Okay.
Yeah. Let me get hold on, let me see.
I think that's
There's
the
a-
best one. I like that one.
Yeah, where the purse moves.
Where-
That one's
well, the
good,
first one, but the one from the corner where Georgia used to be.
I don't think they did that one.
You know what? And there's another one here actually. Now I'm thinking about it. Let me show you this one. So this one's another clothes
That's the
rack.
purse. Yeah.
Yep.
Purse,
First,
which
that purse starts moving first, and then the whole rack just comes
Topples.
down. Yep.
Oh.
there's no reason for that thing to be moving at all. The
No?
way it
Oh.
moves.
Oh yeah.
And just kind of like going in and out of the mute.
That way we don't get copyright. Yeah. Smart.
Look at the purse.
Oh. I don't think I've seen this one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
So every
And
time I see something out of place or on the floor, I always go back on my cameras to see if it was paranormal or if it was customers. And then if it's paranormal, I just record it from my my cameras.
Sweet.
And you know what? I'm gonna show you another clothes rack, and you tell me if that clothes rack is the same one. Because if it is, something on there
That's a
is
different one.
crazy. That's a different clothes rack altogether?
Yeah, that's a different one.
Oh wow. Because I was thinking maybe it has something that's on there. Am I sharing? Oh yeah, I am sharing. I'm tripping. So this one I thought was really cool. So you want to explain the setup here before I press play, actually? Like tell everybody what was happening, and then I'll press play.
Okay, so we're doing an investigation, and some of us were sitting just behind the counter watching the video, and we caught on the video as somebody walks by, it looked like they had kicked a cat ball. And we said, oh, look, they just kicked a cat ball. But then as we continue to watch, the cat ball stops, and then it goes like right into the ground. So we're like, what the heck just happened? So we went over there and looked, and there was no cat ball in sight, except for the one that we did place over there, but it was still over there where we had placed it. So it wasn't even the cat ball that was rolling on the floor. We have no idea what that was.
That it's something like mimicked it almost.
Right.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Let me press play. So it's gonna start off right here.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, the cat ball.
Yeah.
And like it comes out of nowhere and then just goes nowhere.
You kicked one?
Oh, no. See,
That was on the shelf.
No, see, it just moved and disappeared into the carpet.
Wow.
So I remember watching this
ball.
when you first posted it,
Yeah.
because originally I can't even tell where it comes from, really.
You can't even tell where it
Oh,
goes.
cat ball.
Just like
Yeah, it
starts
just
rolling.
appears out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Is it? I wonder if it's like a
Oh, no. See,
It's like the
Animals?
shadow eats it.
like
Yeah,
a animal.
it just kind of like disappears. Like
Yeah,
it just
Yeah.
like what would you call that? Oh my god. poltergeist, you know, like just some type of, it just apports out of there.
It went to the further.
It went to the further.
Yeah.
And the great thing is we experienced it with other people. They saw it firsthand. So because we could tell people a million times over the things that we see, but until they actually experience it and see it for themselves, it makes them a believer.
Yeah.
Joy, so what was your experience there?
It was creepy. I'm not gonna lie, but I love it though. It's not like creepy in a bad way, but it's creepy, but I love it. I don't know. I think I was just excited and nervous, you know, all of the above. All of the above. I was like, there was a point we were about to take a break, and I was walking to the equipment where I kept the equipment on the counter, and I felt like to my left, you know, almost like, you know, you're walking and you feel like you're gonna bump into somebody, so you're like, you stop really quick and you kind of jump. And you're like, oh shit, you know, it was that feeling. I saw that shit. I saw like mist or fog or whatever the hell, and it came up fast. And it put me in it stopped me dead in my tracks and I jumped. That was probably my most scariest. And of course the room too, but I think I was so like, because you told me, so I was already blocked and I'm like, oh, you know, thinking I'm a badass, you know, so, but yeah. And then they told me when I was in the Estes method, what was going on, that I was hearing tapping in my ear, and they were hearing it from that box last night. I still haven't even looked at the footage. I need to look back at it, but I want to see it because that's interesting. I'm hearing tapping at the same time they're hearing tapping from the box of haunted dolls you guys received that Cody opened, right?
Yeah.
Last night.
You were hearing tapping from there too?
Wow.
As I was hearing tapping, I'm saying I hear a lot of tapping here. And then I think they told me afterwards they were hearing tapping from that box.
Oh, wow.
At the same time. Yeah. It's definitely I feel like I need to go with a better game plan, because it's like you're first there and you're kind of like all over the place. Yeah, so I definitely would love to come back, but it's definitely.
Is there anything to you, Joy, that caught your attention or that you were kind of like more attracted to?
Oh, so Joey, for some reason, he kept going back to that museum. For some reason, into that room, like something was calling him. Me and Jennifer were kind of like doing our own thing, and then Joey would disappear, and he's like, he would go to the room and he would stay there, and I'm like, dude, like, what are you being drawn to him, or are you just with curiosity, or something calling you? But they did say there is a witch that draws men in, right?
Yeah, Amanda. Yeah.
That
she
draws
likes, Amanda. She likes to get the men's attention and lead them away from the group.
No, when I say he was there all night, like he literally kept disappearing into that room and staying there asking questions.
And so how do Cindy, so explain, like what do guys say about that? Like, do they kind of hear something, or they just go there naturally without even hearing something, or we like, how does it work?
Sometimes it's just that they're drawn to it. Other times it comes out of the spirit box or the what is that called, the little box, the
𝗿𝗏𝗍𝗆 or something like that, like
the 𝗿𝗏𝗍𝗆, yeah. And it will lead them away from the others, like go alone or whatever, and they end up going by themselves and interacting with Amanda.
Oh, see, and then when we were all back there with Joey, there was a point where it wanted Joey out of the room and wanted me and Jennifer. I think it wanted Jennifer in there too, right? Or it wanted just me.
Yeah.
So it was almost like it was pissed that we all came with him. They just wanted him by himself. Like they no longer wanted him because he's not alone, you know?
Right.
But once he came out of that room, he was zapped. It totally drained his energy.
Oh, yeah,
he was like zapped.
He fell asleep.
Oh yeah.
Fell asleep.
Good Joey.
And he's not farting on the videos, he's falling asleep.
Yeah. He's falling asleep everywhere.
I don't know. I've never seen him go to a spot so many times, unless it's very rare. So he was definitely curious about that room, or something was drawing.
Paul, has that ever happened to you? Like, do you find yourself being like called her or no?
Oh yeah, but it's the other thing. It's not Amanda. It's that other name that always draws me into the rooms and stuff like that. Yeah.
Do you feel like she has an effect on you, or no? Because you already know how she is, so you just kind of like tune her out so she can't.
Yeah, I don't think she wants anything to do with me. I think it's just the other man. She's like, you belong to Cindy. I don't want you. I want to try to see if I can.
She's like, Cindy, kick
Do
my
like the
ass.
other man. Yeah.
Years with you here.
Yeah. Now my callings from other like is more male.
No, okay.
Male. Yeah. That gets my attention and stuff like that in that room, especially because like in the portal room it's dark, so it wants me to go in there. Like it is pretty much like fear. Pretty much what it does is try to scare me and get the fear out of me and stuff like that. Going into like the portal room, or try to like push me to do something like go into the coffin last night, or things, just certain things.
Do you feel like the other than the female in that room? Because you have both, right? There's both male and female in that room.
Yeah. Well, female more in that room because of the portal of what's there, of the pentagram of when the witches did their like ritual and stuff like that. But then I think the male just comes in from time to time when we do like the spirit portal box, or when someone's doing like an SS method in there or remote writing and things like that. It'll try to get me to go in there. It does the opposite. It'll push whoever's there away and then just have me go in there by myself.
Yeah, before you enter the room, they do ask that you like protect yourself before you even step foot in the room. So it's serious. I mean, there's a lot of.
And what do you guys do as far as like not only there at the shop, but like going home? Not to take anything home. What do you guys do to protect yourselves and your family?
We say a prayer. We bless ourselves. We cleanse the truck. If it's my vehicle or Cindy's vehicle, we spray it. We do our blessings when we arrive home. Even when we leave the shop after every investigation, you're not welcome to follow. You're not allowed to follow us. You need to stay here. We have our prayers and stuff like that. Our little, sayings. And at home too, we'll have our holy water. Like we carry it 24/7 wherever we go. We always have it with us.
Good. And, also, I remember. So you had posted a live yesterday, and you had shown something on your door, and I have never seen anything like that. And I guess you placed it up there for protection. But it looks like a little wooden, I guess like a little wooden board, and on it looks like, I don't know, like a little bowl or something. So what is that?
Like something you would put a candle in, but it's not made for a candle, right?
No, it's more like a spiritual protection belt, but she uses it more like a door chime. When someone comes in and she's like in the back or something, or she's not up at the register, it makes that ding 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 sound. So she knows somebody's coming in.
It is used for protection. It's supposed to ward off the bad, evil spirits before they enter the store. I also have a mirror on my front door to ward off evil.
Yeah. Okay.
But we just had to take it off though, just because what the intentions of that person did, and we to still kind of use it because we don't want that energy to be affected with us in the store and then the people coming in and out of the store.
Yeah.
Or somebody touching it and it affects their life, and they start having problems. So the best thing to do is take it down, get rid of it, cleanse the door, put a new one up.
Yeah.
We cleanse the store every day when we open up. We have we go to the church and we get big old gallons of holy water. So every day I squirt my store with the holy water and make sure I tell all the evil spirits, you got to leave, only positive spirits, because I don't want my customers to be affected by anything, that could be negative in here. So our store is basically probably one of the safest stores in town because nobody else does that cleansing every single day.
Well, I was gonna say, would you take in? Has anybody ever been like, "Hey, look, I don't want this doll," or is that like the scenario from last night's live? Like they didn't want the items and then they gave it to you. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So pretty much everything in there is from cases that we worked on, removed, got donated, places that we've been to and felt that energy that, hey, can we remove it from your thrift store? Can we remove it from this building? Can we remove it from your home? Things like that. So from our personal experience with that item, from people donating it because something has happened in their home, to cases that we worked on that was causing the problems in their home.
Oh wow! I have another video I want to show actually because I want you to tell me what this thing is, but because it looks crazy as heck. So let me post that up.
Okay, those are candles.
Okay, so like right here is the candles?
Yep, the candles are right there. I light candles every single day, like for protection and stuff like that. When I leave, I turn those candles off. And there was several times when I came back in the morning that my candles were on and I knew I had turned them off. So we had placed a camera in the view of the candles, and it turns out that the candles were relighting themselves after we left the store. Like sometimes an hour later, sometimes like at 2 o'clock in the morning, and they would not just light a little bit, they would light full blown like crazy. So now every night, you know, when we go to the restroom or whatever, we check our cameras to make sure there's no candles burning because, you know, we don't want to start a fire at the store or anything like that. But I have told my spirits to calm down on that and not to light those candles anymore.
Please stop.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me play that because that is now. Okay.
Good song.
Good song.
So right here, the camera's going off because we're leaving the store. And then we're fast forwarding the camera. Fast forwarding. And then boom.
You see it.
Right there. It's just
right here.
It ignites right there.
I mean, I think it's on.
It looks like somebody threw.
Oh my God, how bright it is.
It looks like
it doesn't even burn that bright during the day. So it was crazy, like to see it going that. I was like, oh my God, that
it was off,
broke
right?
the glass. Yeah.
It's completely off.
Yeah. So it was off.
Yep.
If it was going to restart on its own, it probably would have done it a few seconds earlier. So that's a good, minute before it restarted?
About like half an hour or even longer. Yeah, about half an hour started. And then it's like slowly going crazy. And this is hours later. Like,
yeah, it's super bright. Jeez.
Yeah.
That's insane.
It's almost as if the flame is more intense.
That is scary.
Each going by.
Yeah.
The spirits. Wow. Yeah, no. I would have been like, please don't do any of that. Just knock over stuff.
You guys see me frozen? I got kicked off twice. Did you guys notice?
I saw you frozen, yes.
I was like, oh, here we go. I feel like certain things we talk about, my computer's like, nope. My Wi-Fi's like, nope.
No.
So annoying.
What does that mean?
They're listening.
They're listening. No,
they're here.
You're like, you were there. You don't need to hear this.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
so you have an investigation, I think tonight you were mentioning before, right?
Tonight, yeah. We have Spirit Chasers OCPI coming out.
Oh, nice. Okay. Nice.
Enjoy it. When's your next time you go in there?
I don't know. If they weren't so far, I would be like, you guys available tonight? This is every week. You guys available today? I wish you guys were closer because your store is absolutely amazing. You guys, if you're in the California area, please. What county is that? That's
San Bernardino.
San Bernardino or Riverside, right? San Bernardino.
No, it's still yes.
Yeah, you guys have to check out this store. It is amazing.
You don't have the clip of the coffin?
I do, but I didn't download it. But I can real quick. I'll do that right now.
You download that.
And I'll upload it to the drive.
Last night's live was so intense. You guys have to see that coffin.
She sent me a clip of it, and I was like, "What in the?"
But while you search that, I'm gonna show another clip because I didn't know what the hell happened here. So maybe you can tell me.
Yep, I can explain it to you.
Yeah, tell me what's going on here.
So that's another paranormal investigation group, and there was some kind of orb that goes around the gentleman that is sitting closest to us. And then after that, his wife feels something grab him or grab her from the clothing rack behind.
Oh my God.
And so she jumps up and starts screaming. You could see the clothes just moving back and forth from where it grabbed her at.
Yes, there's like a hanger that, because that one hanger over here is black, and it almost looked like it just popped up out of nowhere. I said, "What the hell?" It was really weird. Okay, I'm gonna play it. Let me fast forward a little bit. Okay, right here. Yeah, look at it over here.
There's the orb.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
I missed that myself. I just saw that now the first time.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. And he reacts to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
And it was picking on her all night long. So from the minute she came in, she felt it. And she even felt the little crawlers that we have in our store tugging at her legs. So it was definitely picking on her all night. After that, she's like, I'm done. I'm done. But she did come back again. She had to come back. They did another investigation here just recently.
Well, that's good.
Have you ever had somebody that's never been into the paranormal go into your store and say they felt something or seen something, and they tell you the story? They've never experienced anything before until they visited? Really?
Yeah. We were doing a little session in the back area where that box was, where we had that box. And we were all sitting there, and they kept telling us, what is that over there? And so we would look, and we weren't seeing anything. And so the second guest looked, and she goes, oh my God, what is it? They actually saw the crawlers like peeking around the corner from where we were sitting. And they both saw it, and they were just like totally freaked out. They told us that they were going to contact us to send us, because they were taping and stuff, but they never contacted us back after that. They're like, oh, hell no. But it really freaked them out. We didn't really give them a time limit to stay, but they did not stay much longer after they saw that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry.
They're like, we got to go.
That's
oh my
crazy.
God. Wait, I had a question. What are the crawlers? So what do you think they are?
The crawlers, we were told by several psychic mediums that back in the 1800s, when the witches did their rituals, they did like blood sacrifices here on the grounds before this building was even here. And they placed these crawlers there on the grounds to protect over their rituals that they did here.
Wow.
And those crawlers never went away. They're still here.
So you think that's what is like manipulating with the clothes and the people seeing with the hand and stuff like that?
That's what the ball was on the floor.
I don't think so. I think that's different. There's about 10 spirits that stay here all the time. And then there's several spirits that go through the portal in and out. I do have a doll section by the portal. And I think sometimes the spirits that don't want to go back in the portal go into some of those dolls that I have back there.
There's one specific doll that spooked me. She's beautiful too. She just gave me some vibe. Yeah.
I just got a whole bunch of new ones too.
Did you? Oh man, I can't wait to see them.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Joy, which one spooked you and why?
I don't know if I should have had a picture. I should have thought about it. I think I have it on camera, but there's this, she's not huge, but she's taller than their doll. And she kind of sits in between a shelf and then another shelf that kind of looks like this?
Yeah.
In between that. So picture the bookshelves. She's there. I walk by her and I'm looking at her and I'm like, there's just something about her that gives. And I think, Paul, you had said something that and I didn't even tell you at this point. You had mentioned something. I don't remember if you mentioned something after I did, but I know you mentioned that doll after, either before or after.
Oh, that it gave Cindy a headache when she was touching it.
Oh,
yeah, that one.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I don't know if I told you that I felt something off with there, that you knew that prior to me
I
Did he
don't
say it? I don't
remember.
remember.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't remember.
But I was like, oh shit. See, I knew there was something off with that doll. But yeah, she's beautiful though. Beautiful little
Did you
girl.
take a picture of it to show?
I don't know if I have a picture. I know I have it on video, but I don't know if I have a picture. I didn't even think about taking a picture to show.
Would you buy it to add to your?
Buy it? Maybe.
But you already got 3 dolls, so I mean, why not?
No returns. No returns.
I know. I don't even talk to my dolls, man. They're probably freaking like.
You gotta consult. She has to have a meeting.
Consultation.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Let me
Then
see.
they're gonna have an intervention with her.
Oh my god. So while you're looking for that, I'm going to show the video of last night where Cody in the coffin. Okay.
That was wild.
Yes.
So he was doing the essays method inside.
Yeah. So he was inside the coffin, and okay. So what the heck is the big thing you put on there, Paul?
That is item from a church called the Church of Satan.
Oh shit. Okay. And I mean, is there anything? Do you think that is there anything attachment to that specific item, or not really?
Yeah. There's attachment to that, and then it happened like right after I put that cross right on top of where that Church of Satan does. Yeah.
Yeah. So before that, Paul did this cross that's here. It wasn't on there, and then
it wasn't on there.
I remember you placed it on there, and then you had to ask, did you like what I put on the coffin? You didn't name it specifically, so Cody didn't know, and then he says no.
Yes, right.
And then out of nowhere, like you hear like a bang and stuff. So
yes,
I'm gonna play it.
Do you like what's on the coffin?
That was a bang, right?
He said no right there.
Then knock it off. Yo, you all right now? You good? You can see the light balls. You can see the cat balls light up. 3 of them.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. The
that
cat ball lit up before that.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me play that little part again. Oh shit. Hold on, let me go back a little bit more.
Then knock it off. Yo, you all right now? You good?
Funny thing is, he didn't even feel that coffin move. He thought that somebody just kicked it.
You're lying.
Because he was concentrating so much on the essays method that he didn't even feel that coffin move until he got out and we showed him that clip. He goes, "Oh my God, what the?" No. Yeah, he had to watch that over and over again after he got out. He was like
Mike
tripping out.
Yeah, that's
wow.
Yeah, it's very loud. And then, but it is interesting that, like how you said, the cat balls. I had watched it a few times. Turned on before that, and it was just, like right.
And it was 3 of them. So 3, the mark of the Trinity. The 3 went off before the 4th one went off. At the time, there was the force of the coffin.
So did he come out? Did he get out after that, or did he stand?
No,
he stayed in. He stayed in.
Yeah. He stayed in there because he didn't realize what happened.
Yeah, he didn't know what happened.
He thought somebody just kicked that coffin. So he was like, okay, let's continue.
Wow.
He's like,
yeah, wow.
That's why. Because I think if he would have known, maybe he would have been like, what the hell?
Yeah.
But he was under anesthesia. He had the headphones on and everything.
Yeah, he's so
Paul was like saying in the video, he's like, "Are you okay?" He's like, "Yeah, I'm fine."
Yeah.
He just kept on going.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was wild to see that in real time. It was freaking wild.
Yeah, it's one thing to see it on video. It's another thing to be there in person. I was telling you about that earlier.
Yeah.
What did Cody say when you showed him the clip?
He said, "Holy shit, that was wild!"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out!
I gotta see that again. Yeah, he had to see it multiple times because he just couldn't believe that. He thought it was a kick, but the whole damn thing just shook.
Yeah.
You see it.
Disbelief. Yeah.
Yeah.
If in case you guys that are joining us, Cody investigated with Paul and Cindy last night. Cody, formerly of the New Reality with our other friend Sean. Now Cody's doing his own thing now because Sean is focusing more on the mediumship portion. So Cody's now doing his own thing, and it's under the umbrella of Echoes Unseen.
Yeah, echoesunseen.tv. Yeah.
There you go. Yeah, he's still doing his thing. So guys, continue supporting him like you've been doing before.
Absolutely. Yep. I want to talk about the dolls because can you see the picture, Jen, that I uploaded on the drive?
Oh, I'm sorry.
So that's the doll, but I want to know, I'm curious to know what was in the box. What did you guys think of what came out of the box when you guys unboxed it?
Cody had a couple experiences with multiple dolls. One, I was more focused on the larger one that the client.
I seen that, yeah.
So I still got to work with that. I think they're being very quiet right now, and but definitely Cody did experience some interaction with them. He started coughing a lot.
There was one specific that he was coughing. Actually.
Yeah, he was coughing. His eyes got like watery and like kind of like he was like an allergic reaction or something.
It was a small one, right?
He said he felt like he was being choked by
Yeah. Okay, so the doll that I'm referring to is this one right here in the white. You see her in the corner?
This one. Oh wait,
the bookshelves.
This one right here.
Oh yeah.
That's the one that was like, just. I felt like she was staring back at me. I don't know if that makes sense.
They all stare at you.
They all stare at you, but this one specifically, I felt like she was like, her eyes, like my skin was burning. She was staring hard at me. You know?
Oh my God. Crazy.
Like I noticed, I was like, ooh. Yeah. But she's the one. Do you feel anything, Jen? What do you think?
Well, I'm gonna point out which ones.
Look at her eyes. They're like this. She's like,
I'm gonna tell you what.
Yep.
Which one? This one or this one?
Both of them.
Yeah. So I'm drawn to this one right here. And
that one looks like a straight little face, a real freaking face in this picture. Ew.
Right there.
This lady catches my attention. When you first pulled this up, for some reason, you know what I thought of? You know what it looked like to me? Her face. It's weird because I'll see like a flash real quick over like a doll's face, and it looked like what the movie The Nun, like that face.
Oh yeah.
So that's what I kind of saw on her face real quick. That was really fast though. I don't know if that was just the way it's positioned at the time. But
the nun lady on her face?
Like that's just what it looked like. Not a nun, but like that character in the movie The Nun. You know what I'm talking about?
That's what I'm saying. He has a nun in the museum.
Oh.
A nun picture. Wait, is it a mirror or a picture?
A mirror, yeah. A paint, yeah.
Of the
you have
the picture of that
in the same direction.
yeah. Of the 𝗏𝗏, yeah. Of the nun, the 𝗏𝗏.
Yes, that's what I saw. I saw that on that face.
Oh yeah.
You have
kind of vibe?
Yeah, I have her in the haunted museum, yeah.
Oh hell.
So Cindy, that's the one that gives you a headache, right, Cindy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And I didn't know that. Yeah, I don't think I knew. I don't remember. I think you mentioned it way later in the evening. That's the one that gives her a headache. I might have said something and then you were like, that's the one that gives her a headache. And I was like, oh shit, really? Yeah.
That is insane.
You don't feel nothing from her? Just the nun?
I do. Well, I just saw that real quick, and that's good enough to tell me there's something there. But then I get the one behind her, the nice and blue one. She's cute. She got energy too.
Mm-hmm. If I had a room, I would buy more dolls for sure. I would.
You know what? Just start kicking everybody out of your house and buy dolls.
I know. Just have a doll room, like 𝗏𝗏. Just have I want a she shed like 𝗏𝗏.
Then Ashley said the same doll. Which one? The blue one? Yes.
Who said that?
So Michael was saying that Ashley picked up on the same doll. You gotta tell me which one, Michael. Creepy Jen. I'm glad I did not see that. It's really fast. It's like in and out. That's kind of how I get it.
Wait. What doll did you pick up? Hold on. Let me see.
Go. Oh, wait.
Point to it again.
This one right here.
Oh yeah, she's.
And then this little guy here. But maybe it's just because how he's positioned. I don't like the way his face looks. But this one right here.
Tongue hanging out? Does he have a tongue hanging out?
No. I think that's like something.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe
Mike
it's just
guess the blue one.
Oh, the blue one. So Ashley picked up on that blue one too. Yes,
Mhm.
that one got a little. You know what I'm saying? She got a little something. Cute Southern belle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Man.
Well,
Out of all the dolls, which ones are you guys? Do you guys have a specific one?
yeah. How about you? Which one do you guys like or don't like?
Oh shoot! There.
That girl over there.
You like,
There's
yeah,
there's one that's in the front, and somehow every time I turn in, she comes and she turns her face, and it's like she's watching me and protects over me. So it's gotta be
she's
her.
a good one. Yeah.
She was actually given to me by one of my vendors.
Oh, okay.
She's wearing like this 60s outfit. She's really cool, cute and tall.
Oh, but as far as creepy vibes, which one do you think? Do you have one specifically?
Yeah, it's the first one that I ever got. It's 3 of them. They're Raggedy Anns. They're about like that. And there's like a smaller one, a baby. And I found them on Facebook, and I had to have them. And they're only $1 each, so I rushed over there, super excited to get them. And when I brought them home, I set them on the dresser. I went to go take a shower, and then the little baby was on another dresser when I came out. And Cindy and Liz were in another room, and I said, "Hey, who moved my doll?" And she goes, "Nobody moved your freaking doll, right?" So what's the call it? So then I go place her back, and then I go outside to do something. They're in the living room. I come back into the room. The doll's back on the dresser again, on a different one. And I said, "Okay, now I know." Huh?
Like it walked its little ass over there?
Yeah, yeah. So I was like, "Okay, now I know they didn't touch it because nobody else is here." So that night we went to sleep, and Cindy woke up and saw that baby flying over us on the bed.
Oh, hell.
I told him, "Hell no, you need to take those dolls out right now." That was the last time I let him bring dolls into the house. I said, "No more things in our house.
Like a little mobile.
They gotta stay out in the garage." So he built a room in the garage before we had the museum here. So they all stayed out in the garage.
Wow. It was
But
flying
I put her,
around.
yeah, I was flying around. So I used to put it like the other two and cross them. So I was like, okay, let me see some theories here. Like, so I put the baby in the middle, crossed one arm for one doll, the other one, and it stood in place. And I was like, I was not scared or worried about if she was gonna escape again, but I said, okay, let me not take the chances of her disappearing again, and let me just do these things until I actually find the right perfect glass case to put her in.
Oh my god! Picture her running around all over the store.
Oh my god! To me, it was almost like he was trying to mess with me and put like some string on that doll. But then I looked at him, I was like, "Holy shit, he's sleeping!" So it's not him. So I was like,
he was trying to
over there going like that.
He was trying to help you sleep. It was a baby mobile. It was a Cindy mobile. You know, little mobile.
Yeah.
There was this one time he was doing a live in the garage with his dolls. And he came in the house to get a drink. And then he went back out to the garage to do his live. And all of a sudden, we seen this little girl inside the kitchen. My daughter and I were like, I think you just brought something in with you from the garage. You need to come back and get her. So he had to come back in the house and escort her out.
Yeah, because every time I entering and exiting the garage, I left the door open. And then I forgot to say, you're not allowed to follow me. You're not allowed to come inside the home. You need to stay here. And I forgot to say that. And then one of the dolls, she saw the little girl, I guess, of that vessel. It was that in that doll, but that because she was wearing a pink dress, right? A pink dress. And she can hear her giggling and laughing in the kitchen and peeking behind that kitchen island. Yeah. So I'm like, all right, come on. You got to go back inside. We got to go back and do the live and follow me back into the garage. And
she's like this.
right behind me. So yeah, then it stopped because we have our dog, and our dog was just going barking, and until I actually removed her, brought her back into it, and then everything calmed down.
That Cindy, did you send me the clip where that little one was like took 2 steps and went bloop, like nosedived off the
yeah, I don't think I sent you that one. No.
Oh, you didn't?
I don't think so.
Let me see. That one was cool. So if you guys don't follow them, make sure you guys follow them on Instagram. They posted a video what were you doing in there? Were you like putting
I was
away?
getting one of the cameras. I was getting another investigator's camera out on the top as it was left there. And then when I went to go get it, I looked at it and I brought it down and looked at it, and you can see the little dog go and then fall right down.
Yeah, you really have
yeah.
to. You can't, I was trying
zoom
to
it
zoom,
in.
but you could actually, if you watch it enough, you can see it going doot, doot, bloop, like
Yep.
like nosedived.
Yeah.
You really have to focus on that little doll.
Yeah.
That was wild. I wish we
That
had
was
the
pretty
video.
cool.
But yeah, you guys got to check out their Instagram. They have it on there. But
So
you seen that one, Jen, right? You guys have,
yeah, it's on the thing.
yeah.
So to wrap up, because I know you guys got to go do an
you gotta
investigation.
Mhm.
Tell everybody where to find you and where to find your store, please.
Yes.
So we are in Yucca Valley, California. The address is 57533 29 Palms Highway, Unit 6. You can find us on YouTube, Paranormal 24/7 Paranormal _7, and then Instagram Paranormal 24/7, as well as They Stay With You on Instagram.
Yep.
And TikTok Paranormal
And our
24/7.
store is called This and That
Yeah.
Desert Treasures.
Yeah, awesome couple, you guys. Make sure you guys check out their stuff. They catch some cool
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah,
So-
their store is a trip, man. Guys,
Yeah.
definitely check them out. And it's cool because it's like you're getting to investigate with them, So check them
Yeah,
out.
Yeah, you get to investigate with us. You know, sometimes, we let the content creators or, investigators do their own thing, and we'll just sit here and watch the cameras. And then a lot of them like us to join and
Mhm.
stuff like that. And so, yeah, it's been pretty fun to interact with other content creators and investigators as well.
Amazing
That's
couple.
awesome.
Yeah. And then they help people, which is even a bonus on
Yes.
top of that
Yeah.
stuff.
Again, if you guys are able to visit the This or That store,
Call me, I'll go.
looking for another reason to
Joy
go.
needs to go.
But the admission is $25 a person, and all the proceeds go to for Paul and Cindy to be able to help with residential cases and things like that. So it is going back to a great cause. Okay. So chat room, thank you very much for participating today and asking questions. You guys have been amazing. I hope we enjoyed. I hope we enjoyed. I hope you guys enjoyed.
We enjoyed. I hope you enjoyed too.
The clips that we looked at, saw that were awesome, and wanted it to be a part of the show today. I want to thank our guests once again.
Thank you.
You guys have been amazing. Thank you guys. You guys have been amazing to talk to. And I can't wait to check out more videos and clips from you guys.
Definitely. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And also, I'd like to give a shout out for, to Cody as well. I want to mention him because he's been a great, part of our journey and stuff like that, and helping us, move along with all this. So thank you, Cody, and appreciate you. So make sure you guys go follow echoesunseen.tv.
Yeah, much love to Cody, man. Appreciate
it. Check out their live from yesterday.
Yeah, and check out the live. Yeah, check out his YouTube. Go subscribe.
You're not going to want to miss that coffin scene.
Yeah.
Sure, you get to see the full extent of that.
The full thing, yeah.
And guys, remember, if you want to get spooked, hit that notification bell, the like button, and please feel free to comment on this episode. Tell your friends, tell your family, watch Spook Coast to Coast. We see you guys live next Sunday.
Next Sunday, we got Kevin with his Kickstarter. Join us.
Kevin, where the weird ones at? Check it out.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.